Wilder's gonna be a lot of guys you expect him not to beat when he fights those other guys.
Who else left for him though? He beat everybody.
And I'm talking about when he fights Usyk and all those guys. And Josh, I think he's gonna do better than people thought he would.
And those are the words of Mike Tyson concerning Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder. As you guys know, Deontay Wilder lost to Tyson Fury last year, October 9th, in one of the best fights that we've seen in a very long time in the heavyweight division. And Wilder lost and won a lot of fans over that night, okay? Now, we won't worry about why he lost fans. We're only worrying about the positive here, right? So Wilder, due to his heart, his determination, he won a lot of fans over. Okay, got 2 knockdowns, scored 2 knockdowns himself in that fight, went balls to the wall, damn near life or death. You know the story if you've seen the fight. Now, Mike Tyson has an interesting perspective. And he was like, Wilder will surprise a lot of people when he fights the rest of these guys. And I've been saying that for the longest. That's why I'm an advocate for Deontay Wilder not to retire. If he retires now, it would show a lot. It would show that, hey, all he needed was a little money, a couple checks, and let me ride off into the sunset. It won't show that he wanted to fight the best. It won't show that he's one of the best because he wasted a lot of time and a lot of energy fighting the same person, regardless of what the issue was. Yes, he lost the second fight. Yes, he lost the third. But it was a lot of time in between. There should have been other fights like Anthony Joshua, now Alexander Usyk. In fact, Deontay Wilder and Alexander Usyk were supposed to fight a long time ago because at some point, Wilder was contemplating going to cruiserweight, if you guys can remember. But then Usyk was moving to heavyweight, and then he had words about Usyk coming to heavyweight. And he was like, hey, he needs to stay where he's at. He's going to get himself hurt. Now, he wasn't the only one that said that, but he also said that. Him being, at the time, the WBC heavyweight champion of the world, superstar boxer, Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder. To this day, Wilder, right? So we know that, and Usyk has said some things about Wilder, said he doesn't like Wilder because he talks too much. So, like, there has been things that said between the two camps, all right? And then Usyk goes up and does the unthinkable, has 3 fights at heavyweight, and the third one's a charm by beating Anthony Joshua by unanimous decision, all right? So, that's a fight that I would love to see against someone dangerous like Wilder, since he has straight one-punch, devastating, game-changing power in the right hand, taking on a southpaw. So that's a dangerous fight all the way through and a very intriguing fight because we know who's the boxer in this situation, but we don't know the outcome because one punch can change the whole duration of the fight, okay? Then we have, he's fought Luis Ortiz, but Tyson Fury. Then we have Anthony Joshua. Then we have Joe Joyce. Then we have Daniel Dubois. Okay, then we have Jared Anderson. Then we have Big Baby Miller. We have so many fights for Wilder. Dillian White's another one, okay? Just because if he loses to Tyson Fury doesn't mean he's out of the game. Okay, he's still like 34. He's younger than Wilder is, and we don't want Wilder to retire, so why would we want White to retire? So White is another possibility, okay? So there's a lot of things that could go down for Wilder if he stays in the game. Because if he stays in the game and plays it all the way through, like Mike Tyson says, like I say, and I believe, that he would do very well. Will he beat all those guys? That remains to be seen. Does he have the ability with that one-punch knockout power? Hell yeah, he does. Hades, yes, he does. Okay, so at this point, I think, and I agree with Mike, Wilder should remain fighting. He needs to take the ayahuasca or whatever he needs to calm his nerve to get his peace so he can regroup himself and bring his ass back into the sport of boxing, because at this time, after a fight like that, you don't want to go out like Klitschko. You want to go out winning at least, or fighting someone else besides Tyson Fury, because since 2018, I could have sworn he had an obsession with the guy. Okay, because that's all he wanted to do is fight Tyson Fury. How about putting that same energy into another fighter or fights? That would be extraordinary. It would be great for heavyweight boxing. You guys tell me what you think about Mike Tyson predicting that Deontay Wilder would be a good attribute in the sport of boxing with other opponents. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.